ตอนนั้นแม่เขาเล่าให้ฟังว่าหมอเขาไม่ได้รับประกันว่าเราจะรอดหรือไม่หัวใจเราก็หยุดเต้นนะครับหมอเขาก็ปั๊มขึ้นมาเจ็บยังบอกไม่ถูกเจ็บจนแบบมีความรู้สึกว่าไม่อยากมีชีวิตนะครับเจ็บแผลเป็นเกิดจากการโดนน้ำกรดสาดครับเมื่อปีพ.ศ. 2540
This is the real story about Kuntat. Kuntat was in an accident in 1997 which left large scars all over his body. Large scars completely changed his life. This not only impacted on his daily life or his self-care. Worse than that, it has also negatively impacted on his social life. Now, people look at him, treat him, and talk to him differently as his physical appearance. The social impact has created emotional wounds. He is still the same person he was before his scars. In fact, he is a human just like us. Despite the global popularity of immunity-based devices, there has been little technological progress on the treatment of body disfigurement. Innovative approaches are required in order to help our patients. When I was an intern in the remote area in the north of Thailand, I frequently saw the patients who suffered from body disfigurement. I learned their life stories. These patients inspired me to find a way to improve their lives. So I decided to study dermatology and worked in a university hospital after I finished training. In 2011, I was awarded a research scholarship in the field of laser surgery at the Wellman Center for Photomedicine in Harvard Medical School. From 2011 to 2013, I was under supervision of Professor Richard Sanderson. Our group was working to develop a new technique to change the shape and move soft tissue in a particular direction by modifying fractional ablative treatment and closing microscopic holes. Our experiments supported our hypothesis. Reducing skin area and moving skin in a preferred direction without causing scarring was possible. We have filed 6 U.S. patents. At the Wellman Center, I was obsessed with the holes. I conducted 88 experiments, aiming to find a way to close the holes and move soft tissue in a desired direction. As a dermatologist, I was passionate about observing the holes and the tissue reaction by applying various techniques. In the 9th week of our project, I had a realization during my experiment number 17. The holes were hardened by thermal cuff as we applied the fractional ablative laser. On the same day, Professor Anderson asked how we could close the holes. I explained to Locke that we needed to keep the openings moist and soft to change their shape. This conversation marked the beginning of our further works. Another significant development was Locke's idea to apply an optical transparent plate over the skin surface to disrupt formation of the thermal cuff around the holes. We also used calling needles as a technique to facilitate hole closure and provide enhanced directional shrinkage of the treated skin area. We experimented with using compressive or tensile forces. All these methods were included in our patents. In conclusion, I want to express my deep gratitude to my colleague, Bill Farinelli, who was a crucial part of our project. I could not have achieved any of this without Bill's help. We published 2 related articles. Both were in vivo swine models. The first was published in 2016. This study compared the treatment sites which removed 10% of skin by full thickness skin calling needles and afterwards closed and compressed with an elastic adhesive dressing. This procedure was compared to puncturing the skin with standard hypodermic needles without tissue removal and subsequent closure with compressive dressing. Area and shape of size were measured before and 28 days after treatment. The result showed that the treated skin area was reduced by 9%, and the direction of shrinkage was influenced by the direction of wound closure. Culling without wound closure and puncturing the skin without tissue removal produced an insignificant 3% decrease in area. In conclusion, significant minimally invasive skin tightening in a preferred direction can be achieved by removing skin with culling needles, followed by wound closure. The direction of shrinkage is influenced by the direction of micro-hole closure. This approach may allow reshaping the skin in a desired direction without scarring. The second article was published in 2018. An ablative fractional erbium yak laser was used to treat the test areas. A laser microspot fluence of 375 joules per square centimeters was delivered in 150 to 250 microsecond pulses, resulting in an array of ablation channels extending 1.5 mm deep into the skin with a spot size of 250 micrometers with 10% treatment density. Immediately following laser exposure, the resulting holes were closed using a stretched elastic adhesive dressing. These dressings were removed after 7 days. This procedure was compared to removing the same amount of skin mechanically by specially designed 19-gauge culling needles, as well as the same laser and culling methods without compression closure. The result showed that all treated and controlled sites healed within a week, without scarring evident at 28 days. Laser treatment combined with compressive wound closure caused significant shrinkage at 28 days compared with untreated control sites. Needle culling with wound closure produced similar significant 8% shrinkage, whereas laser and needle culling treatment without closure did not result in significant area reduction. In conclusion, significant skin tightening can be achieved by immediate, temporary non-invasive wound closure after short pulse erbium yak fractional ablative laser treatment, as well as after mechanically removing skin with a culling needle. This approach may improve skin tightening after ablative laser treatments. These applications could be useful in treating some skin conditions, such as relieving tension on wound scars, closing a wound, or treating skin laxity. We hope that our innovations will help our patients in the near future.